What's going on, everyone? This is Iris back with another upload on this beautiful Monday. Nice, beautiful Monday here in New York City. Can't complain about the weather today. Real quick, I want to do a little plug or a little promotion for a channel that I'm a part of, and you know, there's a great group of guys over there. It's called the Classic Com Revival, and the point of the channel is to basically do our commentaries and uploads in the old school way, talking about some topic that involves real life or something going on in gaming or the world or sports or whatever we want, and you throw that on top of some gameplay that's running in the background. The old school way, the way that everybody, most of us there, you know, we're kind of old. I don't want to say all of us, but a few of us are getting old, a little long in the tooth. And you know, it's a really great bunch of guys. We got some uploads going there. We got over 100 subscribers already. So if you're subscribed to me and you're not subscribed over there, do me a favor. Head over there. The link's going to be in the description. Check it out. Check out the uploads. A lot of great guys. You probably know a lot of them. You probably subbed to a lot of those guys already and maybe didn't get the word about this channel. But head over there. It's Classic Com Revival. And you're going to be seeing great things coming off of that channel. I'm really humbled that I was asked to be part of it, and I'm really looking forward and excited about getting some of my content up there in my own way, my own little slice of that pie over there. So I'm going to get into the topic, and most of you know or may not know, but I was in the Navy I did 4 years back in 1997 through 2001. And I went in there obviously not knowing anybody. I went through boot camp. I went through A school, which was kind of basically to kind of learn my job a little further, what I was going to do, which was in telecom. And I got assigned to an aircraft carrier, which was the Harry S. Truman, which was actually still being built. It was pre-commissioned, so it hadn't even had the champagne, you know, smashed against its hull and all of that yet. It was literally, when I got to the shipyard, it was literally just a hunk of steel. Not even painted. I mean, it was literally, it just looked like scrap metal. So I was assigned into this division, and I was working with a bunch of people, and this was at the time where it was like still really not okay to be, like, I would say, gay in the Navy or gay in the military, if you want to call it. Like, that don't ask, don't tell was, I think it was kind of still a thought or a concept. It really wasn't something that was enforced or promoted out amongst everybody throughout the military. So there were gay people, everybody knew who they were, and you know, you're okay with it as long as, you know, people don't bother you, and you know, it's cool. It's not like they're out there flaunting it. They're not wearing pink boas and they're, you know, things like that. So I was assigned to this division, and there was a girl who was a petty officer. Now at the time, I was only in like basic level. I was an E1, basically just called a seaman or a fireman. And I was assigned to this division, and they had a petty officer who was female, and I won't say her name, but you know, she was a cool girl. I mean, she was into a lot of, like, kind of, I would say, you know, like mannish kind of things, boyish things. She liked sports. She liked football. She was pretty strong. She was built in like a stocky way. And you know, I didn't pay too much mind to it. I guess others did. You know, people would make comments, and people would make assumptions if she was or was not. You know, you know, me being from New York, and I was a little older when I went in. When I went in the Navy, I was 21 years old, 22 years old, just turned 22 years old. And you know, those kind of things didn't bother me. I've been around the block a couple times. You know, you kind of get used to that. But there were some people there also in the division with me who literally, this was like the first time they'd ever been probably let out of the house. I mean, they graduated high school, and the next day they were on a plane to boot camp. So a lot of this, you know, there was 18-year-old, 19-year-old guys who never even thought of this, and to have it this close to them kind of freaked them out. But the way that this girl came out to me it was actually pretty funny, because I guess she kind of trusted me, and you know, she knew I was married, and she knew my wife was down there with me, and I guess she kind of trusted the fact that I was a little older, you know, from a big city, and you know, I didn't really make assumptions or comments or anything. And so we were in this room, and while the ship was being built, we, being part of telecom, and also part of that was with like cable, like TV and satellite and all satellite communications and all that. So we got a shipment of like 1,500 13-inch color TVs. So they're being brought on the ship by pallet, and they're being loaded on the elevator and brought up and then wheeled up to this room that we were in. And our job was to take them off the pallet and stack them up and get the serial numbers and kind of arrange them in a way so that when we wanted to take them back out, it kind of made sense. There was an order to it. So we're sitting there and we're writing down the serial numbers, and you know, she's saying the numbers and I'm writing them down, and she's moving the boxes and I'm moving some boxes, and out of like nowhere, she just kind of like turned around and looked at me right in the eyes, and she goes, you know, fireman so-and-so, I just want you to know something, and you know, not a lot of people know it, but I'm a big fucking dyke. She goes, I'm just a big fat fucking dyke. I like girls. I muff dive. That's what I do. I have a wife. I love her, and I just want to get it out there so that there's nothing, you know, said or anything like that, or you're not thinking anything. And I just kind of looked at her and I was like, listen, man, that's no big deal. I mean, let's go to dinner or something like that. You know, we'll go as a couple. I mean, it doesn't bother me. And it was like such a relief to her that when she came out to me, like it really didn't bother me. And I kind of like, I don't know, quote unquote, I accepted her. But it was just hysterical, man. To have a girl turn around to you and just be like, I'm a big fat fucking dyke. It just, oh my God. To this day, me and my wife still laugh about it, the approach that she took. But listen, that's my little rambling story for today about a girl coming out to me in the Navy. But listen, the gameplay is going to be coming to an end. I did play some of the Titanfall 2 tech test over the weekend. I do have some gameplay from it. I'm going to kind of put it together and get some kind of my thoughts on it video. I don't know if it'll be sometime this today or tomorrow, but definitely this week. I got to put everything together, and I kind of want to think about it smartly and word it in a way. I know I'm a little bit behind. It's like the guy who shows up at the Chinese buffet late for the crab legs. That's what I feel like with this. But see you guys on the next one. Later.